There are several reasons why I titled this exhibition Beyond Borders. This period of my life feels like a milestone because recently there have been many changes in my private life as well as my professional life as a ceramist. First of all, my ceramic work has changed a lot. I'm making much more wall pieces instead of thrown vessels, which I used to make 20 years ago, which I'm still making, but less. For my ceramic work, I'm also traveling a lot, a bit all over the world, which is very interesting and exciting. I've been invited for residencies in Australia, France, in the United States. I've been traveling with colleagues in China, Italy, in so many countries. And I think meeting people in the art scene in other countries, colleagues, ceramists, and talking about your passion, exchanging ideas, information. This is always very enriching. Afterwards, there's always some kind of result in your ceramic work or in your teaching, and that's very important to me. This is the second time that I have a solo exhibition in a chapel. And chapels have a very special atmosphere. There is still this spiritual atmosphere which is present. And because I want to express something deeper, there is a lot of symbolism in my work. I refer to spiritual things. So having the chance to exhibit in such an area, in such a room, is for me very important. These wall pieces are assembling several tiles, tiles which have been treated with terra sigillata. They're made in porcelain and have been fired in a saga. So they have been directly in touch with the fire and the flames. I find it also important when people look at my work and they make their own interpretation, they make their own story. I titled these works, Dots and Lines, because for myself this work has to do with making decisions. Sometimes you have to draw a line under a chapter in order to be able to start a new one. But this is my idea of this work. If someone else makes up his or her own story, that's fine for me. While I was working in my studio last summer, I was listening to the news and I heard about all these fights and conflicts between the Israelis and the Palestinians, and the fights in Iraq between the American soldiers and the Iraqis, and then all the conflicts among the Muslims themselves. And I was thinking about all these wars about religion, how insane it is. Actually, in every religion, there is preached that you should not kill anybody, and there they are, people killing each other because of their belief. And this is what this work is about. The title is This is the Way. Everybody thinks that their religion is the right one, and this is what I'm questioning with this work. The circle is a very strong symbol for me. And I think the circle is a strong symbol in every culture all over the world. Circle stands for eternity, but also for a life circle. In China, the circle has the meaning of happiness. So the circle is something you will find again and again in my work, but it's also evident that when you're throwing on the wheel, every form, every shape you make is starting from the circle. Another subject which is very important in my life is in my work is people and relationships, communication, and actually this is where this work is about. These flakes of porcelain are like metaphors of people, people who are floating through life, sometimes falling down, looking for a destination, looking for protection also. So this is the idea of this work. And it can move and make sounds. These works are titled Messengers. As I said, communication is very important for me in everyday life, and this is also an idea I want to express in my work. This is a new series I've made. Before I made vessels which I titled antenna pots, with the idea that the antenna is sending out messages. Here these vessels are actually about the same idea, but in the lid there is a porcelain part which can hold a message, and that's what I want to show in this work. This work is titled If the Puzzle Fits, and again it has to do with people and relationship. Many people's life is like a puzzle, parts of your life that you need to fit together, or a relationship is like a puzzle, that where you have to find how things fit together, and this is where this work is about. It is one of my newest work, actually, and some parts are in porcelain, high-fired porcelain, decorated with stains and engobes and special drawing pencils, ceramic drawing pencils. The background is a mixture of actually paper porcelain, dry porcelain powder, kaolin, and tin and zinc oxides to make it white, and then mixed sometimes with ceramic stains. So there's two parts which sort of belong together. Another reason why this year is a milestone in my life is because the association Atelier Circle exists 20 years. I started with this association in 1987 with the idea to educate or to give people the possibility to get to know arts in general. I've always chosen to teach different disciplines: drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture making, because I'm convinced that all these disciplines can interact and inspire. I think it is very important for people in their life to get the opportunity to be creative and to develop their artistic skills. And in our Art Institute, Atelier Circle, we do this in a different way than in regular schools. We believe that everybody can develop in their own way, but every person is different, so every person needs to get the opportunity to grow in a personal way on their own pace. So we organize courses and workshops for a very wide range of people. And on the other hand, we also organize master classes for which we invite artists from all over the world. And the participants of these master classes are, in general, people from art academies, advanced students, or even professors of art academies come to Atelier Circle to get an extra inspiration for their own teaching. And this is very fulfilling if you see that all these people get the possibility to grow in their own way and to develop their own creativity and find their way in the art scene.